Thank you for that. Okay. This one's kind of coming in backwards because our next recipient's actually in our College Hall of Fame, just to kind of show you we're a little bit behind in the Hall of Fame thing. When you get your College Hall of Fame when your high school is just starting theirs for the very first time. But our next recipient, again, a very good basketball player, excellent softball player, scored 1,250 points. And if Dave Schaefer was the coach of that team, I can't imagine how he could possibly take any credit for wins, because I'm basketball coach at Egan, and if I had two people who scored 1,000 points on my team at the same time, I'd be a freaking genius. I'd be an absolute genius. I'd be up here getting an award. Please welcome, yeah, exactly. I mean, two people scoring 1,000 points on the same team. How do you lose a game? I'm only kidding, Dave. Great coaching. But we coached together. I consider you my friend, so I took a little shot. The guy with the mic gets to take a little shot. Please welcome multiple sports star from the class of 1986, Debbie Poništ Fee.
My sister Beth was razzing me the entire ride here from Doylestown that if they start to play the theme from Jaws during my speech, to just end it right there. So I'm not going to let that happen. This is really a wonderful night. I am really honored to be here among my fellow inductees. When I started playing basketball and softball in 5th grade at St. Francis Cabrini, I never imagined that I would be standing here today as a Hall of Fame inductee. I was a shy and quiet kid growing up. I had a lot of fun playing basketball and softball, but figured making the team at Conwell would be really tough. I remember being so nervous about tryouts because there were so many good players, and also because I was a little on the small side. I remember I told my parents, if I don't make the basketball team, I'm going to try out for the bowling team because I really enjoyed bowling. Well, later, my parents shared many laughs about that comment because I was one of the first freshmen to ever play varsity. Growing up in Fairless Hills, I would practice on a court in my backyard made of patio blocks, put together by my dad and brothers. It wasn't level, and the paver blocks only covered a little past the foul line area. Where the blocks ended, the court was grass and dirt. It probably doesn't sound like ideal conditions, but to me it was heaven. I had to learn to play the funny bounces and uneven dribbles off the grass. Needless to say, this helped my ball handling skills. There were also hedges on the court, so I would use these as defenders and shoot over the hedges to work on my outside jumper. I often played games of one-on-one against my younger sister Beth, an 88 Conwell grad, my brother Matt, an Egan grad, and good friend Marilyn, an 86 Conwell grad. We managed to push each other into the hedges simply because they were there. The competitions weren't without cheering fans, as my mom and dad would often come out to watch and sometimes referee when the bloodshed seemed inevitable. When my sister and Marilyn wanted to stop playing one-on-one, I would drive them and say, let's keep playing, and lose or bye Sundays at friendlies. Well, let me tell you, they turned into totally different players. The last point took about 10 minutes because we would beat the heck out of each other. And that's usually the only time I would lose, and so I always had to buy the ice cream. Not that our family is competitive. The three-point shot wasn't really part of the game yet, but that didn't stop me from practicing long shots. I would shoot from the dirt and grass. At the top of the keep, it had to make sure that I shot low enough to not hit the tree branches. I suppose you get the idea that my court was a far cry from the fiberglass backboards of today, but more like the peach baskets back in the day. I'd like to give special thanks to my coaches, Dave Schaefer and Joe Cloonan. Thanks for believing in me and pushing me to work hard. I was also lucky to have some great teammates in both sports, so I'd like to thank them. I played with fellow inductee Kathy Rizzo, and I was going to name a bunch of other players, but I'm just going to say all of table 17. watching all those games. I was lucky to play on some really great teams in softball. Our team was the first to win 4 consecutive championships. Conwell really was a softball powerhouse. I'd like to thank my family. They've always been very supportive. My sister Beth, brother Matt, niece Michelle, also a Conwell grad, and husband Kevin are here tonight. Thanks for your support. My parents passed away, but I know they are watching over me and would be so proud because they were my biggest fans. My mom is probably lighting up a cigarette in celebration as I say it. There are a lot of nice things about receiving an award like this because it reminds me of all the fun I had playing sports growing up and the benefits of playing for Conwell. I took great pride in wearing the Conwell jersey. The Conwell teams were like my extended family. I believe this set the foundation for my success at Drexel, and for my Conwell experience, I'm very grateful. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for selecting me in this first class. This really is quite an honor. Thank you.
Let me stop. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, we got a couple of things coming up at Conwell League, and just like a little
I figured I'd
little
leave your
commercial
year out.
break